Hey Pink Zero followers, Havoc here. Of course, I've been playing a lot of Warzone. So Season 3 has dropped and I now have a new primary weapon which I use. I do use it for multiplayer as well as Warzone. So I thought I'd take you through it and just love to hear your thoughts. I had a lot of people complaining about my the Ram 7 saying, hey, it's not available anymore. Admittedly, the GRAU is my current weapon, which I'm using, which was made available to us during Season 2. You only had to get to level 15, which is pretty easy to unlock it. It was free to everyone. You didn't have to buy the battle pass to get it. So this is my loadout for it. This thing is an absolute laser, especially for people like me who basically just throw weapons down, throw ammo down the lane to try and take out enemies. So running with a monolithic suppressor, obviously if we can't be heard, then we can't be seen with our perks, which I'll go over later. We're running this barrel mainly for stability and recoil control. We're not too worried about our aim down sight speed too much. So this thing is an absolute laser with the underbarrel attachment as well. With the range of foregrip, it just gives us that crazy recoil control and aiming stability. It makes it so much easier. This thing will just stay on target. Running a 50 round mag, you know me, I want to get as many rounds down at the enemy as possible and empty that mag out. Running with just a mini reflex, mainly to try and bring that mobility up a bit so we can bring it up to the aim. Don't really use this for hip firing. This is mainly all ADS. I can get a few long range shots, but this is not designed for long range. What we've done now with our perks is we've gone full ghost, so cold-blooded, ghost and tracker with the heartbeat sensor and Semtex. Now the reason I've gone for this and replaced overkill is, like, I basically run two setups. We get now to basically buy your setup, it costs 10k to buy your loadout, but there's loadout boxes that drop throughout the game as well. So what I tend to do is, depending on what weapons I pick up during my looting phase of the game, I'll either select this one or my sniper setup, just depending on how I feel about the game, the circle, whether I'm in a good position, whether I'm center, whether I got height. It all depends on basically how I feel on the day. AX50, running it once again with a suppressor, running it with the extra long barrel to give us that extra distance and a bit more damage, of course. Running a variable scope, basically so we can hit things for like up to 400 meters away. This scope is absolutely insane. Standard stock, running no perks, basically just got the granular grip take just to give it a bit more stability with the aiming, with the aiming, and running, you know me, I always want as many rounds as possible, because if that first round doesn't hit, or does hit and it's not a headshot, I can get more rounds off without panicking. Great setup, of course. Running all the standard perks. I run cold-blooded, ghost and tracker. These are, if you're playing the long game, these are the perks you want to run. You don't want to be mucking around with anything else. You want to be hidden. You don't have to worry about UAVs. You don't have to worry about heartbeat sensors, and then plus you can also see all those other players. I'll either choose one of those two, and the beauty about it is, if I've got a decent sniper rifle, I'll just use that sniper rifle and switch it out when I pick up the loot crate. But yeah, these are my two new setups. Unfortunately, the GRAU was only available in Season 2. I'm unsure if you can actually get it in Season 3, but man, this thing, with this gunsmith setup, is an absolute laser. It has no recoil, a lot of fun to use, and look, rather than me talk about it, I'll show you a few shots. There he is he? Yeah, let's go boys, let's go!
I fucking knew it, bro.
Oh, fuck, let's go.